wisdom comes from mistakes. A mistake, a missing the mark, or not achieving the goal. But wonder if we're always achieving the goal, depending on our state of consciousness, our mind, what we accept, what we believe, what we give our power to. And what we do with all those concepts is we put our consciousness in a reality box. A box of limited thinking that is made of certain thoughts and beliefs. It becomes like a box, takes form, you see. So when we make mistakes, we can get wisdom in the sense when you take a look at, oh yeah, I did that and it really didn't give me what I wanted. Or I notice when I make a mistake, then how people treated me, and as I started to look at how people are and how afraid they are, and I started to look at how I get afraid to make a mistake. And then feel nervous, better hurry, better go, better do it, because I might make a mistake. Somebody's going to be mad at me. I know, we all kind of learn how to hide from, that kind of aggression. So if we take the wisdom from our mistakes, as well as the wisdom that we already have, we notice that we have a common wisdom, and that we can all tap into that common wisdom that is with us. And some call the wisdom goddess Sophia or Gaia. There could be many names. In the Veda they call Earth Bhumi, which is a cow, in a sense, a giver, a generator of bounty. Of course, this is what in the natural, and this is the way it does. So by getting wisdom from your mistakes, stop beating yourself up for them. Stop trying to explain yourself to others. Look at all the energy, you see, we put on to these mistakes. If I could only do it over, you don't want to do that, because it never happens. You don't ever get it right, because the system isn't set up for that. It keeps you recycling. It's called reincarnation. And I've remembered a lot of past lives. Everybody can, because it's in your time track if you want to remember all this kind of stuff. Or it's what we've taken on from others. Or we're tuning into somebody else as we're all kind of unified. Or it's the memories that somehow we get that's endless over there. Not endless. It is endless because it's a creation. Everything that's a creation has an end. If it has a beginning, it has an end. And they say, in the beginning, and this is John 1:1, was the Word. But see, before the beginning, there was someone who created the beginning. It wasn't the Word. And the Word was God. The Word was with God. And the Word, in a sense, became God. Or was God. Ooh, wowie, wowie. Sound. Frequency, electronic energy. Ta-da! Yeah. So when we tune in to our own inner knowing, and some we say, well, how come animals, they have instinct? No, they're very tuned into inner knowing at that level of consciousness that they are tapping into through that specific body that they have identified with. See, the thing about is so cool having human consciousness, divine consciousness, is that you can witness and you can select and choose, and in every moment we're choosing. Just like if you take a look at the past, or what we call that in your memory, there's choices. And as we make our choices at some level, believing that that's going to bring us happiness, it's going to bring us a release from suffering. And yet, when we're making pain-pleasure choices, this will give me more, this will give me less, you're actually dealing in duality that keep each of them going, because these are physical. when you want to go to what's spiritual, then you go to what's spiritual and who you really are. And from that place, you can appreciate everything you've ever done, ever been, all the people who participated with you, what you've gone through, and all of that, because what is really the truth of all that is what's real is you and others, other divine beings, souls, spirit, souls, beings. And you want the purity of that and the tuning into that. And you have to, in these times, go beyond the body, genetic memory, to source, who you are, that you're partner with and part of. Source of creations, but never created, because you're not a creation. And it's so amazing. So how many people are talking spiritual stuff, or they're talking information of the latest? They still keep saying, we are made of this, we are made of that, we are made of this. No. You are a spiritual being. So when you come to that, then you accept whatever, not whatever, but the mistakes. You get the lesson, you notice what it is, what actually brought you to that greater soul satisfaction, and what took you away. What was for the greatest good of all. And when we start bringing our consciousness to really what's important, instead of beating ourselves up and other people up and continuing on that, get the lesson, make the correction, you see, and realize that you are beyond all of this. And let yourself feel that and be that. And I'll tell you, in every moment, you're experiencing the joy of your being. And there's nothing greater.